Chapter 5. The Universal Mind. The universal mind is the source or common origin from which spring all manifestations. If there is life, there must of necessity be a source of life. If there is love, there must be a source from which love comes. The same is true of wisdom, intelligence, health, happiness, and what we call material things. Charles Haanel tells us in the New Psychology that the universal mind is the substance of all force and form, the reality that underlies all existence. By it, in accord with fixed laws, all things are brought into being and sustained. It is the pure substance of being, is everywhere present, and is essentially the same at all points of its presence. Herbert Spencer, the physical scientist, tells us the same thing when he says, "Amid all the mysteries by which we are surrounded, nothing is more certain than that we are ever in the presence of an infinite and eternal energy from which all things proceed." We are told by the Church on biblical authority that in Him we live and move and have our being. Since the dawn of human existence and through all the succeeding ages, mankind has recognized the mighty invisible force that governs and controls the universe, that power by which and through which all things are created. Some have personalized this power and called it God, but the most beautiful and the most comprehensive idea of this power was given by Jesus when he talked to the woman at the well. God is spirit. He did not say a spirit nor the spirit, but simply God is spirit, clearly indicating the presence of God at all points at the same time. So we cannot help but realize that the finding of the psychologist, the scientist, and the greatest of all teachers is one and the same. We must simply understand the all-important fact that there is but one principle, one power, one presence, and that is that this omnipotent, omniscient presence is good. Then we must realize that the subconscious mind of the individual is one in kind and quality with the universal mind, the only difference being one of degree. We are individualized spirit and bear the same relation to the universal mind that the sunbeam does to the sun. Know ye not that ye are the temple of the living God? Here, then, is the secret of the wonderful creative power of thought. Thought is a spiritual activity. The only power which the spirit possesses is the power to think. Spirit is creative. Therefore, thought is creative. You know that the spirit of you is you, that without the spirit you would be nothing. You also know that your thinking processes are directed by your spiritual power, but you have not considered the importance of this fact, nor recognized its connection with the creative principles of the universal spirit of mind. If you will stop to consider what the real I of you is, you will be astonished to find that it is neither your body nor your conscious mind. On the contrary, you will find that your mind and body are simply instruments used by the I of you to carry out his wishes. The I of you controls and directs both your mind and body and decides what they shall do and how they shall act. The real I of you is eternal and is one with the universal mind. If you take a cup of water from the ocean, the water in the cup is still ocean water. There is just not so much of it, and its power is not so great. Such is our comparison with the universal mind. When you fully realize the true nature of this I, you can never think badly of yourself again. Let your habits, characteristics, temperament be what they will. They compose your personality, are subject to change, and have nothing to do with the real indwelling self. The real I of you is your subconscious mind and has the power to change your physical condition and environment through its connection with the universal mind. Thought is the connecting link between us and the universal mind, and considering this marvelous fact, we arrive at the conclusion that we ourselves are channels through which the universal mind pours itself into expression, and that thoughts are causes and conditions are effects. Thought being the cause, we cannot help realizing that if we control our thoughts, we control effects. Then it follows that our health, happiness, and prosperity are under our control also. When you understand this glorious truth and realize the wondrous possibilities open to you through your connection with omnipotence, you will have found the kingdom of heaven within you. We are so constituted that we fail to comprehend an entirely new idea. The conscious mind must reach understanding through the vibratory action of thought, and it is necessary for us to study with undivided attention anything we desire to learn. Your thought forces will lead you to the realization of your fondest dreams, but make no mistake in thinking these lessons are the royal road to so-called miracles. Psychology is the royal road to undreamed happiness, freedom, and success, but you must pay the price of concentration and study, or this golden key is not for you. All possession is based on consciousness, and you must establish a consciousness through understanding. A transfer of material things can be made, but wisdom must be bought by our own efforts. We have the freedom of choice to express ourselves any way we see fit, and it is our duty to ourselves and our fellow men to express ourselves harmoniously and constructively. Sorrow, sickness, and poverty are quite unnecessary and are the results of ignorance of the truth. If you are manifesting any undesirable condition, change your ideas and viewpoints of life, and a new set of conditions will appear. Spiritual things are spiritually discerned. We can get no understanding from the world of visible things. The things we see have no originating power in themselves. The world without is relative only. Truth is absolute and must be found by each individual within his own soul. Go into the silence every day and concentrate on the fact that you are a spiritual being, a child of God, and co-heir with Christ. Put aside every other thought except a desire for the truth. Ask for wisdom, knowledge, and understanding as Solomon did, and you will find as he did that all else follows in their train. Chapter 6. Ideas and Affirmation. The universal mind is life, love, wisdom, power, health, and abundance in abstract perfection. Man is the instrument through which these attributes are made concrete, and the visible expressions of God's perfect material appears in the form of the individual idea that calls it into being. The finest musician on earth could not do justice to his ability on an instrument that was out of tune. So with us, to get good results, we must be in tune with the infinite mind. To be in tune with the universal mind, we must recognize the fact that mind is reality and that ideas are the generating energy back of all existence. Original ideas are not the products of the conscious mind, but are furnished to us by our subconscious mind and our spiritual. Everything is first an idea. Every stage of human progress, from the first stone hatchet of the caveman to the latest model flying machine of the present day, was first an idea. Everything is first worked out in the unseen ideal realm before it appears in tangible form. The realm of the unseen is the realm of cause. The realm of the seen is the realm of the effect. Paul, in the picturesque language of his day, stated this truth when he said, "So that which is seen hath not been made out of things which appear." That is the greatest discovery of all the ages, that ideas stand as cause to all that appears and that man can control ideas. This truth runs like a golden thread through all the religions and philosophies of the world's history. It has been told in parable, song, and story by the seers and prophets of all ages. The beautiful story of Aladdin and his wonderful lamp was based on the fact that each individual possesses the indwelling power to condition his or her life in exact accord with what they would have it to be. You remember that Aladdin only had to rub the lamp and a powerful genie appeared, ready to do his bidding. Fortune, fame, power, and the hand of a beautiful princess were his for the asking. The lamp represents the conscious mind. The rubbing of the lamp means understanding. The genie represents the subconscious mind, that mighty power within yourself waiting for recognition and unfoldment, that when aroused and used will bring you to the realization of your fondest dreams. No matter what those dreams may be, their fulfillment lies in the universal mind, ready to come into expression at your demand. When you learn that you have the power to change everything about you, including your body, by changing your thoughts and ideas, you will cease to worry over appearance of any kind, but will calmly set about changing your state of mind by using your imagination to establish a new set of ideas. The best and quickest way to bring about reform in our thinking is by the use of strong affirmation, to be repeated in the silence and any time the need arises. The following: I am healthy, strong, young, powerful, loving, harmonious, successful, and happy, is constructive and may be used with good results. Your present character is made up of countless thoughts, beliefs, habits entertained and formed by you in the past. This character is expressed on your subconscious mind and is the cause of your present health, your present state of mind, and your present financial status. If you wish to change all or any one of them, the affirmation just given will be effective. This is true because any statement continuously made by the conscious mind is accepted by the subconscious mind as a pattern by which to weave your future. Your present conditions are the results of your past thinking. You will be what you are thinking today. Some time ago in a speech, the governor of Pennsylvania said that he had been asked to give his opinion of what conditions would be in the United States 25 years hence. His reply was, "If I knew the predominant national thought of today, I could tell you what 25 years would bring forth. As with nations, so with individuals. Whatever your predominant thoughts are will be expressed in your health and surroundings, which means that your future is entirely under your own control. It does not matter what your present condition may be. It rests with you to change it and make your future exactly what you would have it to be. There is no limit to the creative power of the universal mind, and it is no respecter of persons, but moves in ageless, changeless, eternal silence, bringing to you with exact precision the full measure of your thoughts. You may ignore your subconscious and through this inner self your connection with the universal mind, but it is and will continue to be the basis of your existence. The all-pervading intelligence behind the vast panorama of nature, the intelligence that evolves every form of plant and animal life, that is all-wise and all-powerful, is your life. Man is the highest expression of individual life because he thinks. We sometimes blame God for our misfortune, but the fact remains that we are entirely responsible for our success or failure, happiness or misery. Man makes himself, creates his own personality, character, and circumstances. Destiny is fixed by subconscious action. You are not the slave of circumstance, but the creator of your own destiny. We attract to ourselves only that which corresponds to our subconscious impressions, and you can always make a new start and create new conditions by changing your subconscious impressions. If you have thought failure, think success. Replace sick thoughts with thoughts of health. If there is any reason for unhappiness, resolutely put it out of your mind, for like attracts like. And the more you think of discordant conditions, the more such conditions will manifest for you. Concentrate on what you want. When you do think you are impressing that desire on your subconscious mind, never let your thoughts dwell on what you do not want.